Boom, boom. All right, man. Yes. What is going on? What is going on? Take that music down. Yes. What is going on? Hey, man, my name is Gerald Peters. I believe that anybody, regardless of your age, your race, your sex, or even your current financial situation, anybody in America, man, if you dedicate yourself and put yourself on a workable path, understand the basic math, and apply some discipline, anybody in this country can become financially independent, probably become multimillionaire, could get rich. That probably take a little bit longer, man. So I want to do a big shout out to all my second income stream peeps. We've been through some shit together, man. We've been through some stuff together. And I haven't done a Sunday service in a bit. And not everybody in the second income stream is it. You don't mind if I turn my head around, do you? Not everybody in the second income stream is in the Money Flow Trading Society. You may or may not be in Discord with me. You may like the real estate talks. You know, originally when I started on internet, I was doing a lot of Dave Ramsey type stuff. See, I went to the military after high school. To make a story short, I met a man there, showed me, I saw a bank account. He had like $136,000 in this account. And I remember just being shocked and staring at it. And I said, how'd you do that? And he said, well, I just saved my money. And it was simple, but it was profound. And I was like, I had never thought about that. How you like this Money Flow jacket, man? Money Flow, baby. Money Flow. Hung out with a rapper, young kid here from New Orleans. I'm in my New Orleans property. Hung out with a kid who I was stunned at how good a rapper he was. Baby, let me promote it, man. Let me in. I wanted in. I wanted in on what he was doing. You know, it's because of what he brought. And some of you may or may not know, I do a podcast called The Science of Getting Rich. It's just talks, it's conversations, sermons, money church, baby. That money flows to those who respect it. That's the truth. That's what's up. And let me say something, and this might sting a little bit. Less than 1% of people are ever going to hit financial independence. That means the other 99%, guys, walking around in a delusion. Man, they're living in one. They talk about freedom. They read books about entrepreneurism, motivation. You know, they're reading these books like you did, like I do. We read The Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? What? Who else might you have read? Now, if you're like me, I'm from that generation. I'm reading The Science of Getting Rich. You might have been reading The Think and Grow Rich. And I've heard people talk bad about these books, and it's stupid, man. Helping yourself is the very first thing you invest in. And that's as simple as investing in shoes and pants and learning how to talk. And so a little bit of the ability to use your will on yourself to make yourself get up and have intent and go out into the world and do something. And if you're a man, be a man. If you're a woman, be a woman. Be a queen. Be an owner of assets that appreciate or produce cash flow. Own things. And this might sting a little bit, but see, their dream about wealth, but they don't respect the process. Ask anybody, what would they do if today I gave them $5 million or $10 million? Here you go. They'd start listing all the toys, man, cars and trips, the houses and the clothes. Maybe they buy something big old. And within 60 seconds, man, they don't spend about $5 to $8 million. They're spending most of the money. Man, that's not wealth. That's consumption, man. That ain't no wealth. That's broken, man. See, they're not thinking ownership. The second income stream is about ownership. The money flow is about owning something, whether we're going to trade it in 1 minute or whether we're going to trade it in 1 year. We own it. It's ours. Speaking of which, see, Uncle G, give me a second here, man. Man, I done jumped on a podcast and forgot I was trading. What is up, baby? Come on, don't tell me we blew out or something. Let me see. Right now, I'm day trading Bitcoin and ETH. That's my new obsession. And I'm just doing it all the time. All right, so there's Bitcoin. There's ETH. All right, we're up $48 in Ethereum, and we're up $3 in Bitcoin. All right, we'll leave it be for a second, okay? That's me practicing. That's me pushing my intent. Man, I don't know how to day trade Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin runs 24/7. Man, fuck, if we can figure out how to day trade Bitcoin, we can trade in the middle of the night. You don't have to be at the open. We could day trade something. It's open every day, 365 days a year. It means I can go make money when I need to make money. Man, how long I got to, man, if I got to spend 5 years on that, fuck, man, what else do I got to do? I got to be here 5 years anyway. And so some things you got to think a little bit further out. You got to expect more of yourself today, but you got to give yourself more time, more room for things to compound to work. Wealth doesn't come from consuming or owning toys or cars or houses, okay? I got 3 houses for me. Me personally, I got 3 houses. It's stupid. It's a lot of wasted money. But it's my money to waste. I spent 20-something years on the grind, man. Built multiple businesses, saving, doing the stock thing, doing the real estate thing. Owned 17 properties, flipping out. I mean, just working, guys. Putting in work. To get rich, to get wealthy, to get out of the fucking trailer park is what I wanted out of, guys. You're not going to get wealthy by buying depreciating bullshit. Nobody gives a fuck about your car but you. You don't get rich by what you buy. You get rich by what you own, what you keep, not what you bought from some other salesman. Wealth doesn't come from consuming. It comes from creating, from building, from owning assets that pay you while you sleep. And that's what we do in the second income stream. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe the president did some things that kind of went against that strategy a little bit. Boo fucking who? You man up. You learn and you read, and you deserve to earn the goddamn money you're getting. You're not doing shit for it. You did shit for the money to get it. Now we're putting that money to work, and it becomes becomes one thing. It's not everything. You're still going to do shit. You still got to get up and do things. And at the very least, you should be learning the second income stream, looking at it, understanding it, looking at it bigger, putting it on a whiteboard, writing it down. Fuck, man. Learning. Most people don't want to be rich. Most people want to look rich. Rich people don't dress fancy, man. Rich people ain't out here doing this. Look at this. This is dumb. You know what this is? That's the alpha code. Go back and read some of my old podcasts. That's me looking for people who are looking for me. To get my books, man, you don't have to die broke. To get my book, The Money Flow Trading System. I just told you Bitcoin's trading 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. So you can just practice and fucking practice and practice. It's running free right now on stockcharts.com. And I figured out how to day trade it. I figured out how to get the leverage we need to day trade it. You got to get leverage because it's expensive. It's fucking $93,000 a coin right now. And now we can day trade Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, or XRP. We can trade gold and future and silver and oil and the big 7. We can trade those in futures contracts on Coinbase. We now have sophistication levels your grandparents only wish they had. Women couldn't even own stocks not that long ago. Now it's fucking free, and most of them don't do it. Minorities, most of them don't buy stocks. It's fucking free. Nothing stopping them. We got to tell them, man. That's what the money flow is all about. What the MFG is about. Building wealth, spreading it. People like me, people like you, like-minded people looking to have more and do more, man. That's me. That's all I wanted to do. I want to be free. See, most people want an image. They want validation. They want attention. That's not wealth. That's insecurity with a price tag. If you really want to get rich, you got to start valuing wealth over spending. Fuck spending. This jacket was a gift. I didn't buy it because I brought value to the person that had it made for me. I didn't buy this. That was given to me. Gift. That was a gift. Why? I brought value to these people. Guy gave me this. Within 3 years, he was a millionaire. Before, he was fucking off. All we did is put him in alignment with the 10 pillars of success, the 9 thoughts on getting rich, and the 3 basic keys, health, wealth, and mindset. Once you know the 10 and the 9, you read, you don't have to die broke. You get a brokerage account, savings accounts. You get the proper ones. You get the digital ones. You get the crypto. You get the 4 credit cards you're going to need. You fix your credit or build your credit. You begin acquiring assets that produce cash flow or move up. And I'm watching people in a matter of months and in less than a year producing $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 possibly they didn't have the year before. It's amazing. I don't know what's going to ruin it. I don't know what the president's going to do. I don't know if there's going to be a war. I don't know what the fuck tomorrow's going to do. I know and I believe that 70% of the time stocks go up. If you go back and look in history, that's true. Houses go up. Every once in a while, they go down. All right. And we're about buying, finding, and stacking, man. Most people want to look rich, man. We're not trying to look rich. We're trying to be rich. I want you to own your own homes. I want you to have a beach house. I got one in Panama City Beach. Sitting in the living room, you can look out and see the ocean, man. I'm here at my house in New Orleans. And then I got a house in Texas. And they're all just nice houses. I don't need a mansion in every place. I just need a nice house, man. But these assets, while they do cost money, they're not depreciating, they're appreciating, guys. So if I blow out or I need to get up out of here, I'm selling houses. That's where the money's going to come from. $1 million in houses for me, and I live in the South. I live in Louisiana. It's the 48th poorest state in America. I'm fucking rich here. I'm nothing in California. That's where I made my money, though. You're going to make your money and live where you live, right? Wealth doesn't come from consuming, okay? We don't want to look rich. We want to be rich. And understand this, rich isn't necessarily a number, man. Rich is a way of life. You can eat fucking cake because you want. You can get up because you want. And you ain't got to go nowhere unless you want to. Because you have decided what you want to do. You've applied your will to you. You are free. You own your life. You don't have to ask fucking permission. If you really want to get rich, you got to start valuing wealth over spending, okay? You got to love stacking more than flexing. You got to love those shares. You got to want to push and get those dividends up fucking high. You want to own your house and get 2 or 3 others if you can, or put it where you can get it where you got money coming. So that when times get harder, when you get stuck, I just wrote an article, someone who had the Baxter Law put on them. And while they're in 3-day lockup in Crazy Town, they collect $688 in dividends. Who else got paid in there? We did. The Money Flow Gang. Like, I am in a goddamn gang. Gang collects money. Tries to help people. That's kind of goddamn gang I'm in. What about yours? You doing it alone? Good luck. Good fucking luck. You should come trade with me. All we do is look to get paid. All we do is watch bonds and gold and silver and oil and stocks. We're trying to make money, man. I'm over here studying about day trade Bitcoin so I can come back and tell you guys. Why don't you go study and come back and tell me? What are you learning that could help me? Come tell me. Share it with the rest of the MFG, man. We're never going to get rich buying depreciating stuff. We know that. We don't want to look rich. We want to be rich. See, you got to love stacking more than flexing because money flows through the system from the hands of those who value it least to those who value it most. You hear that? Listen, what did I just say? Because money flows through the system from the hands of those who value it least to those who value it most. Man, that's the universal law, baby. That's the law. You got to love the game, man. You got to love building wealth more than you love spending wealth. Otherwise, it leaks out of your life, man. It's like water in a hole in the bucket. When I wrote my book, You Don't Die Broke, you know that. Talk about the well and the bucket, and you got to fill them up. And that first bucket has got a hole in it. But you can determine how big of a hole. Everybody's got a hole in their bucket because we got reoccurring expenses you can't get rid of. So we got to get that passive way higher than we need, man. Most people don't need as much as they need just to cover the basics. So you don't get rich unless you're serving people. That's the key, man. The key is you got to serve others. You can't build real money off selfishness. It's not about you. It's about other people. You got to add value. You got to solve problems. You got to help somebody. You got to be somebody. You got to be somewhere for somebody, you know? Be that big brother, be that uncle. Yeah, maybe you get ripped off. Maybe they waste your time, whatever. If you're not serving, then you're taking. And takers don't win, man. We want to be the 7% that own the assets, that produce the income, that own the businesses, that make this world go around. We don't want to be on the taker. We don't even want to be begging. We don't want to be looking for crumbs. We want to be generous and donate and give out of our abundance. I got a plan. I got a way. And I don't know the future, man. I don't know what happens. Maybe we get knocked out. I don't know. I know this, though, man. Diversification is about one of the only free lunches we got, you know. And having faith and a set of principles and living by them and trying to help your fellow man and be something of abundance and be something for somebody, man. That's you too. You've been called to do something, and you can't do it unless you have money, because everything in this world costs money. So listen up, second income stream. We might get hit. Stay with it, brother. Stay with it, sister. Stay with it. You got it. Keep adding. Do the work, man. Be a giver, not a taker. Be generous. Don't be mad. You want to know what separates the rich from the rest? Discipline and obsession. Discipline and obsession. Warren Buffett was 11 years old. And by 11, he had already read every goddamn book in the library in Omaha. I don't know how big that library is. Every book in the city library, Warren Buffett had already read by the age of 11. Why? He wanted to. He wanted to, man. He wanted to. Sorry. All right. We're up $57 in ETH, $10 in Bitcoin. I got to get to go see a friend. Man, I appreciate you guys. Man, go to geraldpeters.info. Keep it between us, man. I know people are going to laugh at you. Your friends are going to laugh at you. You believe in the law of attraction, they laugh at you. Ha ha ha. Fuck them. I got 3 houses, man. My friend, no, none of my friends do. Everybody laughed at me. They're at work, bro. They're not doing what they want to do. You take the left. You can handle that. Shit, I'm fixing to be a rapper. I'm a writer, podcaster, real estate developer. I do so much shit that I'm not qualified to do that I don't know how I did it, man. Faith. That's how I did it. I did it by serving other people, by giving. My first business was lawn care, man. The rental business, that's me trying to help poor people live in a better place. Put a single mom in a house she couldn't otherwise afford. Man, be there for that college kid who needs a safe place to live. But you're also there for his parents because you're an honest person. We got to serve people. If you're not serving, you're taking. What side of the cash register you want to be on? You want to know what separates the rich from the rest? Discipline and obsession. Warren Buffett, we told you, at 11, man, 11. He'd already read every book. Goddamn, I'm still trying to get some of you to finish my book. It's only 80 pages. See, but Warren wasn't chasing trends, man. He was chasing truth. What's going to work for me my whole life? Not right now. He understood that money was a language, and you better learn to speak it fluently. Nobody's going to care that you don't know. Real players, man, they're not winging it. They're reading, they're studying, they're learning it. You're winging it between the cracks when you don't know for sure. I get it. I understand, man. But the real players, guys, don't ask the game. What is it? Jim Rohn says, don't ask for the game to be easier. Ask for you to be better at the game. Okay? They read and they study. The 4 evergreens: reading, writing, speaking, and promoting. That doesn't mean babbling endlessly about yourself. Stop thinking about you and talking about you. Think about other people and talk about them. Research, automate shit. Automate the simple. Should never fucking be laid on a credit card set up automated. Should have credit cards. You should be able to handle them. Multiple, I'm just fine. You're a grown adult. Get there if you can't. They make saving and investing a system. It's not fucking optional. You are an investor. You're in the MFG. Act like it. Every one of us lives by a set of values, a hierarchy, a system. Whatever sits at the top, man, is going to control your destiny. Something's controlling you. And you let it happen. And it may be good, maybe it's bad. I don't know. But when your goals line up with those top values, when what you say, the shit that comes out of your mouth lines up with actually what you think, you're unstoppable, man. When your goals line up with those top values, when you come alive. That's when you're inspired. That's when you're most disciplined. That's when you're unstoppable. You don't need to be told to get up. You don't need to be told. You're already there because you want to be there. No one has to tell me to trade. No one has to fucking remind me. But when you chase things that aren't congruent with that value system, those highest values, those things you think about, those things you would do free, when you're not going to reach your highest, because that's not what you're called to do. That's just picking up dirt and setting it over here and putting it over there. But when your goals line up with your top values, that's when you come alive. That's when you become inspired. That's when you're unstoppable. But when you chase things that don't align, they're not congruent with that. They're not part of that system. Man, you're going to procrastinate. You're going to hesitate. You're going to self-sabotage. You're going to be like, why did I do that? I know better. You're not even going to understand why you did the shit you did, because it's not congruent with your value system. Either A, change your values, or get in fucking line with them. One or the other. But look around your life right now, man. Look. What are you doing right this fucking second? What are you doing with your time? Where's your money going? What fires you up, man? That's what you really value. That's the real you, not what you say, not what you think you want, not what you blame on your girlfriend or your other whoever. The shit you actually do every day when nobody's looking. Man, that's what's up. Find what lights you up and what the world will pay you to do. Maybe you got to go learn some skills, then get off your ass and go do it. Find your lane, man. That's your niche. Find that shit you'll do. That's where your wealth really lies. That's where the most money is, the things you do free. You can't fake passion. You can't fake purpose. If you're chasing something just because it looks like it's good on Instagram, you're going to lose, brother. You're going to lose. You'll quit the moment it gets fucking hard. That's why people whine and cry. Because they're not studying. If they study, they know this shit's going to happen. Makes you look ridiculous. Deserve it, man. I want that for you more than anything. I want stock killer shooters, man. I want you to chase incongruent. I want us to have similar values, similar systems, and they can't stop us. Where 2 or more gather. But when we get aligned with our mission, when it's our mission, people ask GB, how do you stay motivated? You don't need motivation when you're fucking inspired. I'm not motivated. I'm inspired. Give a fuck. I'm not motivated. I'm inspired. I got to get motivated to go to the fucking gym. Motivation fades fast. Inspiration fuels itself. Motivation needs a crowd. Inspiration works in silence. See, what you'll do inspired, you'll do alone when no one's looking. I do this. No one's here right now. I'm home alone, man. I'm filming. I'm doing podcasts. I'm writing. I'm pushing my intent. I'm sending out a thing. I'm like, hey, right here. Once you come trade with me, if you want to get a copy of my free ebook, you don't have to die broke or interested in learning how to trade stocks with us at the MFG. Text me, man, 1-936-661-7786 or go to geraldpeters.info. Again, 936-661-7786 or geraldpeters.info. A friend asked me, you get tired of saying that? Hell no. I like people texting me. I like people buying my book or getting my free book. I like people who come trade with me. What would I get tired of? Why would I get tired of talking to people that like stocks and shit or trying to make some money? Where are you at, man? I'm only looking for people looking for me. Let's work on these 10 pillars. Let's work on these 9 thoughts. Let's make us some money, man. We got stuff I can show you. They'll start paying you next week. And you ain't got to recruit no one. You ain't got to chase no one. You ain't got to do none of that shit. You see, animals chase pleasure and avoid pain. Humans, the real ones, they embrace both. They understand that pain and pleasure are the same coin, man. It's both, same side of both coins, right? It's how we evolve. That's how you build. You want to win? Set real goals, not fantasies. Break them down. Daily steps, micro wins, little steps. You can't chunk it down. It's not a goal. It's a wish. Okay? If you can't chunk it down, if you can't stop doing it, that's the shit you're inspired to do, man. Come on, we need you to win. Train yourself what to say every day, man. Don't make excuses. Push yourself. Use your will on yourself. The Science of Getting Rich has 2 chapters on will, and both times it's saying not to use your will on other people, but to use your will on yourself so that you can do what you've been called to do. But in order to do that, you need money. You need passively. You need not a pile of money. You need passive income, money coming in every month. Show you how to do that. Second income stream. Hit that website. Train yourself to do what you said you're going to do every day. No excuses. Don't do it long enough, and do that long enough, and your piggy bank turns into a biggie bank. I wrote that here. But your piggy bank turns into a biggie bank. Your small wins compound into freedom. But that procrastination, I got some big shit I've been procrastinating on, man. That's the signal. It means your vision isn't clear, or the goal is too big, man, or it's not aligned with who you really are. It's not congruent. So get real clear, get small, man, get started, start small, start tiny. And listen, you're not going to be positive at all times. That's not the real you, bro. I come in a Discord pissed sometimes. I day trade pissed sometimes. I go to work pissed. I have sex pissed. I eat pissed. I'm mad, man. Sometimes I'm upset. Sometimes I'm fucking depressed. I lost a child. I get sad, man. There ain't no fixing it. And I still got to get up and trade and talk and write and put out things, man. Life's got 2 sides, profit and loss, joy and pain, up and down. You can't win without knowing both, man. I'm not talking about positive thinking. I'm talking about balanced thinking, okay? When you're high, when I get too high, when I'm winning, I'm killing it, I got to ground myself. I got to go give away some money, man. I got to go do something good for somebody else. And when I'm low, I got to lift myself up and remind myself who I am. That I'm 10 foot tall and motherfucking bulletproof. Lift myself up. That's how you stay steady. Not emotional, you stay steady. You want stability, you got to force it, man. Kick your own ass. Pay for yourself first. Save first, spend later. Make a profit system, not a surprise. Build your reserves. Stack that goddamn bag. Go get the money, man. Start doing the goddamn push-ups. Start eating right. Man, if you're going to go out there and party, I like to party, but take the goddamn vitamins and do some kind of exercise. Act like you care. You don't gain too much weight. Get yourself fixed, man. You need to be right on all points. G-code, man. Kings and queens. Come on, man. You can do this. I got a system. We got a system for profit. We got a basic strategy, man. It's got enough room for you in it. So you got your wiggle room to add you to it, you know? Peter Lynch said, if you find a company full of people who are grateful, inspired, and love what they do, that company's going to go up in value, man. That company's going to get rich. It's all the big ones, you know? That's life too. Gratitude, vision, inspiration, and work ethic, baby. Those are the compounding assets. Those are the intangibles, and you can't read a fucking book and get them. You go get your own vision. You got to get inspired, man, and nobody can tell you how to work but you. Man, I would like to work with you. That's how the money flows, baby. I'm the author of a book called The Money Flow Trading System. Teaching traders how to trade better, trade as a group, trade as a community, and help each other. Get out there, man, kill something, bring it back home and eat, man. That's how the money flow works. That's science. That's the science of getting rich, man. I appreciate you guys. I really do, man. If there's anything I can do for you, you let me know. All right, we're going out on that. Camera one. What's up, guys? Appreciate you, man. Nothing but love for you, man. Let's do this. And stop. Boom, baby.